day, you train fans. This is Chris. Thank you for being here on my channel, Other Side of the Tracks. Behind me is a box here I am super excited to have. It is the missing link, the final piece to my Strasburg engine collection. Of course, we still have number 90 on order, so we'll see when that comes in. But until then, this is what I have been looking for 1.5 years. And I finally got it. So we'll take a look here and give it a close look. Very excited. It is the Strasburg Railroad MTH Premier 44-tonner. Let's check it out. Okay, well, to just describe a little bit of the culmination of my 1.5-year quest to find this particular item. I was at the 53rd annual LCCA convention in North Carolina, and my mom lives in Charlotte, so I was staying at her house, and she actually has my dad's old bed from when he was growing up. And I've mentioned in some other videos on my channel that I got back into the hobby back in early 2022 after reminiscing about the good old days with my dad and running trains back in San Diego, and started getting into that after I lost him. So there I was attending the convention. I was laying in my dad's old bed, and in that one morning I pull up the trains.com website, the place where you can find obscure things you've been looking for a long time from time to time. And lo and behold, here we had it, the MTH Premier GE Phase 3 44-tonner from Strasburg Railroad. I could not move my fingers fast enough to buy that engine. Now, this particular example looked pretty dusty and grimy. I did note in the description that there were some nicks, and you could clearly see in the photos that the handrails are bent and maybe broken. But I thought, well, I could scrub it down a little bit, and maybe I could adjust those handrails a little bit, but better to have an example of it than nothing at all, because these, you just don't see them. So we got it. It showed up after I got back. And now let's take a look-see here. But it was kind of nice that I was actually there in my dad's old bed and came across this. So maybe he was looking down at me. I don't know. But I do miss the guy. And I'm sure he would have loved all this cool train stuff that we find here on the channel and explore. Here we go. 44-ton Phase 3 diesel engine, Strasburg number 33. Oh yes, this is what we need. So I've previously featured on the channel all of my other Strasburg engines. I got the number 1 Plymouth switcher. I got the SW8 switcher by Lionel. We have the Strasburg 972, one of only 25 examples, exclusively from Nicholas Smith Trains. Of course, we have Strasburg 89 in the 70s and 2000 paint schemes. We got the Camelback, which is a really interesting item. We got number 475 from the old Ready to Run set. And I'm sure I'm missing one. I lost Strasburg stuff. It's kind of hard to keep track almost at this point. We do have number 90 on order, as I mentioned. Oh yes, we have Thomas the Tank, and we have the BEDT version of that from before it was converted by Strasburg. And how could I forget number 98, the 440 American from MTH, which is a beautiful model. So we wait for number 90. We finally got this engine, a 44-tonner switcher. So super excited about it. Let's get this open. But thank you very much, trains.com, for getting this item and shipping it off to me. Trains with a Z, so check it out. There's a lot of goodies on there. Oh, and just to comment a little bit further about the various Strasburg engines. Previously, I have passed on buying the original Mogul put out by Lionel. It's like, well, why should I buy the old one where people had problems with the gearboxes when they got the new one coming out? So I pre-ordered both of those, and now we got them. And I've also seen the MTH number 89, but I didn't go for that one either. Since again, we had the new one coming up from Lionel, but also that wheel configuration is just not accurate. They slapped Strasburg in '89 on it, but it's not a proper mold. So yeah, I pass on those. Of course, I don't have the ready to run set of number 90, because obviously that's not a correct number 90 engine, so wasn't hot to trot on that either. With the authentic number 90 coming out sometime in the near future. And what am I forgetting here? Oh yeah, Train World also came out with a number 90, but not the proper wheel configuration, but as a more affordable alternative to the number 90 coming out from Lionel, which of course has a very high price tag and has turned off a lot of people from buying it to the high price point. But who knows? Sometime down the future, they'll have that tool just laying around. They'll crank out some more, and it'll be at a more affordable quote unquote cost. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, those are the few things that I haven't picked up as part of the whole Strasburg engine collection. Maybe one day I'll get one or two of them. We'll see. But this is the one that I really round out the set.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, old label here. Yep, August 2018. That sounds about right. This is from the MTH 2018 Volume 1 catalog, and according to the MTH website, actually was shipped out in August 2018. So wherever store this ended up going to, they had it listed for $450, $449 and 95 cents. Thankfully, I got it for a little cheaper than that. Oh, in the listing online, it said that the manual was not included, but lo and behold, here we have the original manual. Awesome. Ooh, it's a hefty manual as well. Moment of truth. Been a long time to see this. Long time. Here we are. It's hiding in here. Gotta be very careful since the handrails are already dinged up a little bit. I do wonder if it had originally any kind of foam inserts like you have on the typical engines and the passenger coaches to help keep these very delicate handrails in the proper alignment, not getting damaged and bent up. I'll probably have to get some spare foam somewhere and fashion something to help protect these. Let's see. Grab it and not mess up the handrails. Here we are. That's some good weight to it for such a small little engine. This is heavy. Yeah, we got lots of die cast on this one. So this should actually be able to pull a good amount. I think if I can just very delicately move these things back into place. Ooh, this one's going to be tough. Glue them into these spots here. Same thing on this side. You know, all four of them got a little messed up here. A little dusty. Some little nicks in the paint on the handrails. this side here. It's run a little bit, but doesn't look like it had much runtime at all. I guess it was just storage or mishandling that got the rails here. And I don't know if it sat out on a layout for a long time or was on display, but it has quite a lot of dust on it. So, alright, well, I guess I'm going to go get out the microfiber cloth and some Q-tips and see if we can get this tidied up a little bit. And maybe I'll try messing with some of these handrails. But it's really nice to finally have this in my hands. Of course, Strasburg used to have a 44-tonner, but over a decade ago, they ended up selling it off. So unfortunately, no more 44-tonner there at Strasburg. But they do have that other SW8 switcher there. That's still in use. Okay. What else we got here? We got the desiccant, and we have some spare traction tires. Well, before I mess with the handrails and break something, let's just take a closer look at this model. Maybe I can get on the tracks correctly. Here we go. All right. So, as I mentioned, it has a great weight to it. We got die-cast sides of the truck, the pilots, the body itself, fuel tank, all die-cast. This thing is heavy. It weighs a ton. 44 tons, nonetheless. Metal chassis, of course. These handrails, thin as they are, they're metal, of course. The horn is metal as well. It's not plastic. We do have our hand-painted engineer figure here in the cab. Our beautiful Strasburg Railroad livery on the side, and number 33, which is accurate. Of course, we have all the other expected goodies here. Metal wheels, axles, gears, Katie-compatible coupler mounting pads. We have remote-controlled proto-couplers, Rule 17 lighting, LED cab interior lighting. It has 2 flywheel-equipped motors. The locomotive speed control is in scale mile-per-hour increments. Has Proto Sound 3. In terms of measurements, it measures 8.5 inches in length by 2 7/16 inch by 3 1/4 inches. This will operate on any curves that you have, 027 or larger. They have some great little decals on it. Fire extinguisher, danger, 100 volts. Here we have a little builder's plate on the side. That's a nice little feature. So yeah, they've managed to pack quite a bit in such a small little package. And the sound of the engine is recorded from a real-life 44-tonner, of course. So we'll check that out shortly. Well, with the help of my daughter's old play blocks, so I'll still have to find some foam of the appropriate size to insert behind these handrails to use as a more permanent basis for proper storage to hold these handrails about where they need to be in line. So, all right, well, let's try taking these wood blocks out and see what happens. Hopefully these handrails don't pop out too bad. Obviously it's not going to be perfect, and I think some more time ultimately will be a benefit to get these handrails more in their original alignment. This is the one I'm most worried about here. Oh, son of a... I already popped that one out. Okay, I'm really nervous about this one. Really nervous. Okay. All right, well, it's not pristine factory original, but it's pretty close. We have, of course, all original handrails, just a little out of alignment. But yeah, compared to how it first looked, this is a little bit better. It's all there at least. Here we have our 44 tonner in all of its glory. We got a lot of that dust off of it, so it's a little cleaner. Handrails in a lot better shape. Oh, just a little dust right there. Well, with some more time, hopefully these handrails will be a little more straightened out, but getting close. Got a lot of that dust out of there, so it looks a lot cleaner. Not too many paint chips overall, nothing majorly detracting. So yeah, for what I paid for it, I'm very happy and just glad to have it, honestly. These are a rare bird. Well, I suppose the next step is to give it some power and see if it fires up. Well, let's see what happens here. Making noise. That's a good sign. It runs! Yes! Well, let's see its traction capabilities here, if it can pull a train of 5 passenger coaches. The thing weighs a lot, so it's got to be able to pull it. Wow, what a great little switcher. So happy to finally have this in the collection, as well as to be able to share it with you all out there. I really hope you enjoy checking out this Strasburg Railroad 44-tonner switcher with me. Beautiful product from MTH. If you did enjoy it, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Check out our other videos, and you can always support us on Patreon so we can always find some more cool things to check out and review. Well, folks, I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Take care.